Well, hello, hello, hello. I have a bit of a mail call for you. As you can tell, I cheated on you guys. That's only because I didn't realize that it was an order I made from Joann.com, and not I thought it was an Amazon that was not supposed to be scrapbooking related. I didn't even look at the box. I just started opening it. I'm like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. So wait, stop. Ah! So, Peanut Gallery bought it for me, and we had, so I left it here, and we went and had dinner, and now I'm back, and I want to open it. So let me show you guys, because you guys don't care that I went out to dinner or anything like that. Let's be honest here. So what I did is I saw one of my little alerts that Joann's had a card kit, a Hero Arts Halloween-related card kit, and it looked really cute to me. So I said, I'll go get it. I did, because, I can't resist temptation. And it came with ink, and you can tell it has like a whole bunch of little goodies. And the price wasn't so bad, so I will link you down below to the link for this. But obviously it comes with 3 little Hero Art cubes. So we have grape juice, we have tangerine, so it's a nice little orange. And we could always use a little bit of orange, actually I could. And oh my gosh, let's look at this purple. If I can get it open. Ooh, that looks pretty darn tootin' dark, so... And then, of course, we have the Hero Arts Intensified Black, and I've heard a lot of good things about that, so we may have to play with this. I do not know if it's marker safe, but we're going to find out. Along with that, we got a container of their white embossing powder. I don't know why it tells me to shake well. Maybe it's just to loosen it up. So we have some, I'm assuming this is Hero Arts, excuse me, brand. But let's pull out all the rest of the goodies. So we obviously have paper in here. We have all kinds. So we have a really cool blend, very purpley with other colors of shaker bits. I wonder why they would give me shaker bits. Actually, it could be not just shaker bits. It could be just, to decorate it. And then we have a die set. Look at that cat is so cute. I know I had the stamps in my hand and I'm like, oh, cat. And the little bat, the cobweb, the little cauldron, and a jack-o'-lantern. So really cute. And then we have the stamps. I like that. You deserve all the candy in the world. I agree. I don't need it, but I deserve it. You're wicked cool. Trick or treat. Happy haunting. And, little candy bits here, and a little tiny bat, and a lollipop, and another cauldron, and a jack-o'-lantern. So really cute. And then this, I really found this background stamp to be cool. I saw it and I'm like, ooh. Now think about that, stamped and then embossed. Hence, this is why they give this to us, because I can't imagine coloring all this in. But it would look really cool, even on a white background, stamped in black. Oh my goodness, I am sorry. But really cute. So, hopefully you guys can get a really good look at it. I really like it. And then they gave us some paper here. This is pretty. This is good cardstock. So this is literally, it's A2. So, and this is really, it's a really cool texture. So we have a purple, we have a couple black, we have a couple purple, and we have a couple of orange. And then an idea, actually more than one idea sheet. Because we've got this. This is a September 2022. This is their paint splatter Halloween cards, but look how cute these are. And they give us the idea, so why not make it easy for ourselves and make the cards that they give us an idea for. And there are your stamps. Those are little candies as a background. I really like this one. I think we should make it, right? Don't you think? And then what is here? This is probably just more. This just tells us, it just tells us what we have in here. Oh, look at that. Look, see what I mean about stamping it? Look how cool. Look at the little tags. They give us a lot of cool ideas here. Somebody really went to town and colored that up. That will not be me. I can't even see. And there, look, exactly what I had an idea of, embossing it in white and just put a sentiment on it. I love this. So you know what? On that note, let me clear it out, clear my head. Oh, good Lord. And let's make a card. What do you guys think? I'll be right back. Well, hi there. I am taking advantage of the fact that I actually have some free time, and I'm taking a day off from all the insanity of everything. Well, I had to work, but now I'm playing. So I've pulled out this kit, the Hero Arts kit that I got from Joann's, and I want to make a couple of cards. out of this. This one is really caught my fancy. I think I'm going to change it up a little bit because, yeah, that's me. And this one, I really wanted to make a shaker, but again, I'm going to change it up. So let's pull out our supplies here. I've already done the reveal. Actually, no, I didn't. Actually, I did. I don't think you've seen it. So we're going to get the whole reveal and the card. So, so this will not make sense. Well, okay, I'm back. Much to my chagrin, I didn't get to work on this one exactly I thought I would. But I'm working on it now. So I have actually poured the contents out. And I want to play with this. I know, and I'm going to make a couple of cards. So we'll see how quickly we can power through this. I know that I want to make the little cat card because it's a cat. So, and we've got all our little paper supplies here. So I know that we have this, we have white paper. I don't know, does this come with white paper? No, it did not. But good Lord, it's not like I don't have white paper, right? Hello, and I know I have a ton of black. So I don't even have to use any of it that was provided to me to cut up for cards. So here's black paper for Le Kitty Cat. And do I have more orange here? Let me see, because I'm just trying not to cut up oh look, orange. That's enough to cut the pumpkins out because all of these papers are card size. So I want to use them for the card bases. That makes sense to me, right? Makes sense to you? I don't know if it does. And if it doesn't, well, there you go. What can I say? But I do need actually a sheet of, do I have a full sheet? I'm positive I have a full sheet. So, but I need to cut it in half to make, why am I cutting up a full sheet of white when I have it right here? Hello, Nimrod. I'm telling you. Okay, so we have for the white card, for our cat card. So, what I do need is to cut up, oh my gosh, no. What I'm going to do, hang on, I have to think, and that frequently hurts, okay, guys? So, you know. There you go. I already cut up this orange too. And this is a piece of orange. This is the same piece of orange left over from another card. So I have this. So, but this is going to be my card base for this guy. So really all I have to do is take my handy dandy Dealy Whopper scoreboard here and I could just score this card in half. So, I mean, that is something I can do rather quickly. Right? Yes, good. And we'll see how squared off this is. I frequently have found with some of the paper I have that it is not perfectly square. But this is squared off. Very nice, Hero Arts. I'm very impressed. So I've got my orange base. I know that we have black. We need to cut up a strip, and this is done as a square card, as you can see, but I'm doing my own thing. So I'm going to stand that up because I want to do it with the orange background. So, and this is 4 1/4, so maybe a 3-inch strip. Let's start with a 3-inch strip and see where we go with this. It may not work, okay? We're going to, I think a 3-inch strip is, or we can go 3 1/2. We'll see, because I can always, you know, I can cut back. That's the truth of the matter. So, if we go with a 3-inch strip of the black, oh no, and the orange, excuse me. The big thing is it doesn't give me a lot. It's like, okay, they're forcing me. You guys are killing me here. Forcing me into, I don't want to cut up. And this paper doesn't allow it for, because that's done as a square card. Or it could be done as a 5x7. And hang on a second, let me see what other orange paper I have here. Okay, it took a little bit of doing and no small amount of thinking. And I try not to think, guys, because you know it hurts when I do that. But I figured out what I'm going to do. I am making my, this card, I know it's done as a square card, but one, it takes up more paper. 2, it's more expensive to send, and I want to do these up, and once I get one done, I'm going to do several more because I want to be able to donate. Remember, guys, I donate cards too, so I want to make extras, and whenever I donate, everybody wants A2s. So let's adapt this to an A2. So we're going to do this one here. So I've made it up as an A2, and we're just going to make it work, and there you go. This one is another sample I have here, so I'm just going to stamp straight on here with our lovely stamp here, and then emboss it, because they gave me this really cool white embossing, really old and fine embossing powder. So we're going to see how well, you know, Hero Arts embossing powder goes. And then I will add some sentiment, you know, Happy Halloween, that much. I mean, I have a sample here, the Trick or Treat, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it exactly like that. So see, we've got that. And I actually, if I had a thought about it, but I've already turned it. I could have done it with the orange and then the black, because I have that black. But that, gosh, that black card, if you look at it, it is such really cool textured cardstock that's almost criminal to cover it. And there you go. I'm gonna do this one straight up orange. Oh, and there's only, no, there is 2 sheets. But it's just really, I mean, it is like really thick, heavy duty. So, but I'm gonna cover it anyway. But either way, this one is gonna be all orange because I will it so. And then this guy, I'm gonna make a shaker. So I'm gonna stamp this up. Now, here's the interesting thing is that I don't have a stamp block. I can tell you exactly where my stamp blocks are at home. And I almost brought them. I have like an apothecary box, and it's all of, I have in one drawer are all of my stamp blocks, but that apothecary box didn't make it on this trip. Obviously, it's not going to make it on the next trip, or at least that drawer. But necessity is the mother of invention, and you will see what I'm going to do to get around that. But what I do know is I'm going to take the cauldron, and I'm going to stamp this up and give it a background, and then I'm going to take the cauldron and I'm going to die cut out of here and make it into a shaker, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment here again with Versamark, and then also go ahead, I'll figure out what I'm going to do, because I have several here. So maybe this one will be, I love this one, You Deserve All the Candy in the World. That one's got to go somewhere. So maybe that's where we use it, is here. And I definitely want to do a Happy Halloween, and maybe I don't know. We're going to figure out. I have a few cards here. So what I'm going to do first is do my die cutting. So I need to cut out some spider webs out of white. I am cutting out a black cat. I'm going to cut out some pumpkins, and I will be right back, and then we're going to do some stamping. Okay, so give me a minute. I changed my mind. There's a surprise. But I'm going to do the stamping first, because I want to stamp this background. So I'm going to show you a nifty little trick that I am firmly believing is going to work. We'll see. Because I could be delusional too. Okay, this is me we're talking about here. Let me grab my packing tape real quick, because I'm going to go ahead and create. I know a lot of people take apart their stamps and then save part of the carrier sheets to use them for shaker cards, but I have plenty of acetate, just because I buy a lot of acetate, whatever. We all know how much self-control I have. So I have plenty, so I'm going to go ahead, just because I like to do this. I picked this up, I forgot, I think it was Ryan from Glitter Crunch Greetings is the one that taught me this little trick. You just take a good high quality packing tape, and now you have a hinge to keep this together. But I'm going to take my stamps, and I'm positive, yep, these are photopolymer. They smell funny. So here's my thing. I ain't got a stamping block, but I want to use my candies to stamp up a background here for my card. So as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. There's my stamping block. Since I'm just going to go higgly-piggly, it doesn't matter that I can't see. I'm just going to do, of course I could have done a better job there, but there we go. So I'm just going to go all over. And I don't like, okay, so let me see. This might be where, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to go a little bit less higgly-piggly. So but look, there's another side of paper. So I'm going to take a second, there we go, so that I get good stampings of my candy. I'm going to turn them, I'm just going to go around, and maybe go one more here, and Another one there. There we go. Okay, be a little bit more forceful. I'm just going to leave it right there. That's going to be the orange candy. Now I am going to grab some of my purple. And, okay, come on, baby. Okay, I think this one has tape on. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I mean, I think that's good enough. Not perfect, but I mean, you know, the best higgly-piggly I can do. Now, here, if I want to, I can come back in and do some purple candy, right? Or I could have come in with some more suckers, but those suckers take up a lot of space. So I could add some little purple candies. Where's the little purple guy? I mean, the little candy. So we'll just come in and, you know, I'm stamping it off so it'll be lighter. Ah, guess what we're putting in the pot? There we go. Not perfect, but just, and I want to stamp off. There we go. And I think there's a part of me that says, Myra, quit while you're ahead. So I am. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. Okay, where that's our. So we've got now our background. Now I've got to decide where. So I am ready for die cutting, at least on this one. I'm going to do some die cutting, and then we're going to come back and do some more stamping. But then that's because I'm also going to be doing the embossing on it too. So I am ready. So let me start setting up some of my die cuts here. So let's put up our dies real quick. And where is my I have a piece here of mint tape, and in my little tray of stuffage I have got more mint tape. So we're going to grab, and we have to take these apart for starters. So let's start with that. And this is the only time I'm going to open this envelope this way, because I'm going to immediately close it. And you're like, why, Myra? You got to put it away. Because I'm going to cut the top off, and then it'll be its own envelope. And because I'm a tight one, and there you go. I mean, I'm not really, but I want to spend my money on what I want to spend my money on. So I can save myself from, there we go, buying little envelopes. See, this one moved. I felt it move. So let's do that a little. Let's go in down again. Come on, there we go. So now I've cut a slit, see, in my envelope, in my little bag. And now I can slide this in and out. So we're going to take, these all have to come off, but they're all clipped together. So, my goodness, they use like industrial size. By the time, look, I have to twist it off. There's the bat, and the bats, am I going to use a bat? I should use the bat. I should cut out some black bats, huh? But there we go. You can just take and twist them off, twist them apart. Come on, my pretty. There we go. There we go. There we go. So now I have all of my dies, and I'll put that aside here where I can hopefully find it again. Let me take all these little pieces that I hacked off and get them into the trash. And now we're going to grab and do that. And just, I'm going to put it right about here, because my sentiment piece is going to be coming in about here. So I like that spot. Okay, so we're going to leave it right there, and then we're going to hold it down with a piece of mint tape. Now, what I also have to do is I need to cut out a black cat, and several black cats. Now, I want you to see this is something. So this is that card I'm going to do with the black that I showed you before. That's my background because I'm going to put the white on it. But I have all this space is going to go wasted. Not anymore. So I'm going to put down our little cat. I'm going to cut out our little cat there. And because I know I'm going to have the space, so we're going to put our little jack-o'-lantern. And really, I want white cobwebs, I think. Well, cobwebs are white when you think about them. But I'm going to cut out a black one just because. Or maybe I come back through and I cut out another black cat. But I still have paper here, that, the scraps. But now I make use of this one. So I have this all. Now, give me a second. So I've got these all set up. Give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and cut these out with my marquee, and we'll keep on assembling. Be right back. All right, kids, we're ready for some stamping. I've been die cutting enough. I have a bunch of pieces right here, and now I just want to move on. Do something different. I am done cranking. Okay, so first I'm going to do our little cat and pumpkin card, which had this centerpiece, but I want to show you just how efficient I was and how much I used up of that paper. And I still can put that white on top, and you cannot tell that it's very Catholic back there. In other words, very holy. So, I mean, literally all I have to do now to put this together. Now, actually, I'm going to stamp it first, and then we will assemble it. And really all I have to do is put it here in my MISTI. Let me close it for a second. I want to grab a pumpkin and a cat. These guys are so stinking cute, I swear. Just so that I can use them for placement. Because I'm going to put my little cat and my little pumpkin. Because I like the way it was done in the sample. So I'm not going to deviate very much from it. Just because I really like it. So here we're just going to go scrap lifting. And there you go. So I've got that. Now I want to put my little Happy Halloween on this one. So let me bring it down, because this is the same cut, the same size as the card. So I'm going to put in, oh my goodness, if I can pull it apart, okay, that would be, we're back to that coordination thing, I don't have a lot of. So we're going to put, because if we do that, and you know what I can do? Ooh, I can, how about if I take that little black, extra black, see, this is why happy mistakes. It's like, oh, we're going to cut that out. And there we go with our Happy Halloween. So see, that's really why I laid it out, just so that I can get a feel for where everything was going to go. Okay, so I like that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, look how perfect that is. Maybe I'm not even going to re-ink. I may just press down a little bit more. But people tell me that is not perfect. I mean, so perfect. Okay, I'm moving on to the next card, at least in preparing it for assembly. I've already gone ahead and added my acetate on the back. I cut a little 3x3 piece of just scrap acetate I had here. And then I just put foam tape, not foam tape, excuse me, double-sided tape just on the top of the bottom, glued it down, and then put my, my lovely expensive foam tape from the 99-cent store on there so that I have it all set up. I mean, yes, there are little gaps here, but a sequin is not going to get out of that space. So I'm not worried about it. Now I am ready to stamp my sentiment. So I have a little black piece of paper because I'm going to go ahead and I want to emboss this. So I'm going to grab I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. I am going to grab my stamp. I know I want to use You Deserve All the Candy in the World, because we all do. Should we have it? No. But do we deserve it? Probably. I think so. But what do I know? And I'm going to center it more or less on the piece. I'm going to do some tearing here, but I want to get the sentiment on first before I rip on the top or the bottom. I'm going to be okay. Oh, yeah. Not too bad at all. I mean, just a few flecks. And it is actually a little crooked, but you know how I'm going to straighten it out? When I tear it. So that's why it's kind of like, I'm not going to worry about it. But let's see how this all plays. Oh, look. This is what I love about embossing, watching the magic happen. And there we go. You deserve all the candy in the world. I do. I don't need it, but I do. Okay, so now let me put this down here. And now I'm going to try to straighten this out. So all I'm going to do is tear. I wanted to make it jaggedy because this is a Halloween-y card, so. And I'll do the same on the bottom. Let me tear that. There we go. I like that better. So you see, so now it is not, maybe not necessarily so noticeable. And see, and that will go right there. And it will also allow a few more candies to be visible. And now suddenly you really can't tell that it was a little cattywampus. And I could actually make it a little bit thinner, and I might, but right now I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to move on to the next card. So I'm going to put this little piece here, and now we're moving on to the orange card. So, verse marks right here. But let me rough up this. I forget if you have to rough up red rubber, but just in case. We are, and guess what I am remembering to do? I'm remembering that I need to hit this with my stamping buddy. Now, the question is, where is the stamping buddy? Buddy, where are you, buddy? Oh, really? Where is buddy? Holy mackerel. Okay, oh, no, I know. I put him away here. I have a tray here keeping me organized. Obviously, that was a waste of time. And I'm just going to rub this over. For once, just to do things right on pure principle. Okay, now let's juice up our stamp. Oh, what I like about red rubbers, you can really see it on the clear. It's harder to see, but I can see that I've got plenty. I've got a lot of ink going on this stamp. And I want to make sure I have plenty of it. This is a bigger area stamp, so I will not use Mini Me on this. I'm going to go with Big Daddy. Let me use my Big Daddy. All right, come here, Big Daddy. I'm telling you, I have Big Mama, I got Big Daddy. Just press that down. Ooh, right here. Let's see. You got it? Right over here. See, you can visualize. I mean, I have plenty of ink. I just haven't pressed right. So that's the lovely thing about having it hold in place. Is there something right here? There is, and I'm not catching it right there. And maybe it's because it just needs more ink right there. I think I got it now. I just had to press harder. Right? Does it look good? I think it does. I think we're good right there. Okay. So then I am ready. Pick this up. I'm going to set aside. And then I need my piece of paper back. Let's see how we do with this. And then where is our white embossing powder? Or super fine. Because this is really insanely fine. We will just go ahead and go back and forth on this and just totally cover it. Do a good job. I mean, if I don't get it all covered, I can always add more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks really good. Okay, so set that aside right there for a second. And we are going to pour it back in. There's always going to be a little bit of spillage, but I'm not too worried about that little tiny bit. There we go. I mean, if we're going to get crazy. And now, let me grab my heat tool, my heat gun. And now this is going to be a little bit Oh, I'm going straight on the card, so I think I can hold it easier. And we're just gonna heat this all up. And I'm gonna go on the back as well to straighten it out. We will convince it that it wants to do what I want it to do. And we'll just wait. There we go. There we go. There's the magic. Look at that. Look how pretty that turned out. I like it. So, and this little pot, so I need to now stamp my little pot. I was going to put them up here, but I'm thinking only because it's missing some stuff, I think the little pot, I don't know. I got to figure this one out. Now I have to think this through for a hot second. All right, people, for every one of you who screamed when you saw me peel the Hero Arts stamp, yeah, I know. I am nothing if not consistent. You'd think I would remember that I'm not supposed to do that. But there you go. It is what it is. It is. I forget that I'm supposed to put the paper on top of that. And I don't like stamping in that way. So it just doesn't, you know, I don't think in those terms. But there you go. You know what? Before I stamp this, where is my stamping? Oh, no, I'm not going to emboss this. So it doesn't matter. I don't need my stamping buddy because I'm not going to emboss it. The struggle's over. I literally lifted it up 3 times before I finally was able to coordinate it and told it to stay and begged and groveled and all of that hippie hoo-ha. But I got it. Okay, so let me very quickly apply black ink. We'll use our little Hero ink here. Whoops. Except that now I got it on my fingers. I've already roughed up the stamp, which is how I got it to stop sticking to the blessed paper. Because it was that sticky enough that it was pulling it out from under the magnets. That was crazy. I've never had that happen to me. So that's how good these stamps are. Holy cow. That's just a quickie. And, ooh, perfect. One and done. Yay, something went right for once. And let's put some cards together here, right? After all of this rigmarole. So let's go ahead and start with this friend, and let me go ahead and peel off the back. Now I've got this, and I'm putting the pot here, and now I have a smudge on it. Actually 2 smudges on it. And that's came straight off my fingers. So let's see, we're pretty sure mono will take care of it. And maybe either that or maybe the ink wasn't dry yet. On Trick or Treat, I don't know. But if I hit it and I blow all of my die cuts off the table, we will repair this. There we go. All right, I want to go ahead and dimensionalize this. So let me grab a piece of foam tape and we'll just cut it off right here. We'll just eyeball it. That worked perfect. My gosh. Something did go right. Who knew? All right. Okay. And we're going to take and put down our Trick or Treat right here to camouflage the spots it's kind of bare. Okay, there we go. And I'm leaving this. The sample that I'm taking this off, I'm doing a take on it, had everything because I really like that. It is busy enough, it's decorative enough that I'm for leaving it that way, but I want to do something on the inside. Amongst other things, I actually want to stamp it on the inside. So let's come back here so we're just going to stamp Happy Haunting on the inside, like right there. Telling you, I am leaving stuff all, what is that? I have no idea. Okay, that just came right up. So we're going to put our Happy Haunting right there. Does it look centered? It looks centered. Does it look straight? I don't know. I lucked out, I think. It's just a little tiny bit off right here. That's the good thing about these little score lines that the Misty has. It's now. It should be good. Let me look at it real quick. Yep. Now let me rough up my stamp here. And we're going to use our black ink. Go with Happy Haunting. Grab our mini-me. Mini-me. Perfect. Take that off. Clean it off. Really quickly. Knock the tape off on the table. That was just for dramatic effect. That's probably all the shaking. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to pick that up. And I want to put, I have decided, I want to glue a little cat here. My little cat friend in the corner. So we're going to take our glue bottle that we totally spent a nice amount of time here unclogging. I finally found my pins. You will have seen in the other video, I was going crazy. I could not find my pins. I told you when I didn't need them, that's when I was going to find them. It wasn't so much I didn't need them. I was determined to find them. And I did find them on my desk. I just had to literally clear off my office desk here to my left. And that's when I turned them up. But I'm like, Lord have mercy. So we're going to put the little cat here in the corner. And I have plenty of bats. And if I run out of bats, then I will just cut more bats. And there we go. So I got this Halloween card done. Yay! And I'll stamp it on the back later. So now let's move on to the shaker card with my little torn off piece. So that's not going to go there, trust me. And I'll decide later what I want to do on the inside because I want to see what I use up. So on this one, all I have to do is I'm going to take my little purpley pieces here. I got to decide where this is going to go. So I got to make a little kind of a visual and then grab my pinch of purple stuff and lay it down right there. That works? Yeah, it works. Maybe. Actually, because it is a little bit smaller, this is the one time where, believe it or not, less is better. So that it actually rattles around. If I have too much, then it won't rattle around. Okay, so now let's start peeling up these edges. And I'll do this one, okay, and this corner. So I'll try to do opposite corners. But I'm going to lift off all the rest and see how great an idea that is. I think with these two, that should be enough. And I'm shedding. Oh, there's a surprise. Not. It is slowing down. That's the good thing. I think I might be turning the corner on the COVID hair loss finally before it leaves me bald. And this one, it just wasn't paying attention and it just flipped itself back down. Brat. And that one. And there we go. So I have all my little shakery bits right there. Okay. It's a little bit crooked, but there you go. That is the beauty of a handcrafted item. And then I think I'm going to lay this flat. I think I'm going to glue that right down flat. So we're going to use... I'm not going to worry about that. It's just, it just picked it up off the mat and I can blow it off. And there we go. And then when I wound up, where's my little brush? There we go. There we go. And then we're going to put a pumpkin. Oh, doesn't he look good? I love it. I love it. So we're going to put a little pumpkin friend here. So see, that's a lovely thing. You just cut a bunch of these pieces and you go to town doing your thing. put him, no, we put him down here. I'm not going to worry about all of that schmutz because remember, this glue Barely Art dries clear matte so that you won't know that I screwed up. So we put the matte. So we put him right there. And now we have this card done. And I will come back in a minute once I know how much I've used up and decorate him, because I could put a little pumpkin. Actually, what I think I'm going to do on this is I'm going to insert a little white sheet of paper. And then that will be my sentiment. I've got a bunch of embossing powder on this mat, so I'm going to have to wash it off. So we have that one. That one's out of the way. Next. Okay, so now we have this guy. And this one will also equally come together easy. I want to flatten. So now, to put this on, I have to put literally, I'm going to put the tape on the white. We're going to just line it up at the bottom, and it will should. In theory, if it all goes well, like communism on paper. So it looks great on paper, but yeah, practicality, no. See, I thought I had it, and it still wants to do its own thing. But there we go. Perfect. And if it isn't perfect, it's perfect enough. And now we are going to, do I want to dimensionalize it? Do I want to pop it up? Yeah, I do. Because I have a ton of tape. So I'm not worried about it. I just bought not too long ago, 5 or 6 rolls of it. Okay. Oh, there they are. Scissors are right in front of me. And if I run out, then I go back to the 99-cent store and I buy more. But we're going to do that. We're going to pop this up. Okay. I'll take that one too. And then one in the middle. Okay. Let me burnish that down so the tape comes right up. And then where are my these tweezers? No, these are not the good ones, but where are the good ones? Oh, they're right there. They're right next there. Together. They were hanging out together. I'll take these all. And we're going to do the same. Oh, no. No. We got ahead of ourselves. This is the not fun part. Because it looks really, really cool. But it's gonna be a bit of a pain. Actually, no, puddle method. Myra, get over yourself. Good Lord. I forgot here. I'm gonna put these back, so not enough. Okay, let me use the little one because it'll just take me longer. Sorry. To squirt out a bunch of glue. But actually, it might not be a bad idea that I use this little one because since this is such a fine, the spider web is so fine, it'll pick up not a lot of glue. So in actuality, I suppose it was actually a good thing that that one is clogged. Ah. Okay, I grab that. And we are going to put it right here. And yes, I know it's a little off the edge. That's okay. We'll just trim it off. No big deal. And then I'm going to squirt out. And now we are ready. Now see? Now we are ready to lay these down. I've got a little bit of a schmutz there. I don't know why I'm worried about it. Again, this Barely Art glue dries matte clear. So now we're going to go back. And actually, I should have done this from the bottom just because. I went from the top, and I really should have done it from the bottom. Come on. Work with me here. There we go. And the last one. Put that up. And now we're going to center this on the bottom. That looks pretty, yeah, okay. There we go. Looking good. And even if it isn't, looking good. So I've got my piece here. Now I gotta just grab my scissors and cut off that little end. And even with all of my care, I am still, look at that. It's still a little bit bigger. So we're just gonna trim that off as well. Very carefully. I can't even believe I'm doing this with scissors. I would normally be just chomping at it with the paper trimmer, just to avoid that uneven edge, but that's okay because I could fix that with a nail file. We can just take that, and there we go. Okie dokes. Now, I have to grab, now do I want to do an, or I have a lot of orange going on, and even though there is no, I mean, there are no purple pumpkins, there is going to be here. And I am going to grab another black cat. So I want to do something here though. I wanted to make, okay, I want to make this inside yellow. So what do I got in the way of markers over here? Oh yeah, I have good markers. That might be too orangey. Okay, let me grab a piece of paper that's the same type of paper so it'll show me. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. And I have the solution to my problems. It involves a yellow mark, one of my yellow alcohol markers, my very expensive high-end, you know, Hobby Lobby markers, but I just want to color in a piece, a nice section here in the yellow. There we go. And then we're just going to cut it off. And not cut my finger, because I felt it. Look at that. So see, now all I do is cut it to size. That work? Might be okay, just trim just a little bit off. Just. Okay, now I'm gonna take my glue. I keep not putting the lid back on. And this is how your glue gets clogged. Don't do what I do. Just saying. Okay. I'm gonna take that piece. I'm gonna glue it down. And yeah, there's more glue than I needed there. What the heck, you know, who cares? Oh, look at that. Yes. And then I want my cat to have yellow eyes as well. So, oh, yes. I am happy. So now I'm going to glue the pumpkin down just flat. Although he isn't, he's going to be a little bit dimensionalized because now he has this little piece of paper from his eyes and his mouth. So that already will take it off the page. I'm going to put him here. And my little cat here. But I always intended on the cat being in front and a little bit more projected out, more dimensionalized. So I'm just going to cut off a snippet of this. And set this aside for a second. Move all these pieces here. Just barely. That's calling it close. And that little snippet there. Look how handy that came. That's why you never throw away snippets until you absolutely have to. Lift that up. Oops. I am making quite a mess here on my desk. It's wonderful. God. I'll start complaining about it a little later, but not now, right now. I'm just so happy that I'm playing here. I'm missing my nails too, but right now it's like I'm not even bothering. The other day, I ripped 3 of them off. I'm like, yeah, no, we're done. Okay, now I have to figure out, here's where it gets a little tricky, but still, I can still trim. So I'm going to go here. There we go, like that. Okay, so more puddling. And had I thought about it, I would have put this one down lower. Bah, who cares? Gotta get over myself. Okay. That's enough. Come on. There we go. Right side up, right side up. Where are my tweezers? Okay, that'll work. It's like funny. I have different... These are the tweezers I like to poke paper off of. These are the ones I like to use. Oof. Stay there. To do this. It's like, you know, I know. It's all in the madness, guys. That makes absolute sense to me. And there we go. And now what I'm going to do is trim off. Trim off a little bit more. And then here as well. These are not as detail-y. I don't know where my yellow ones are. These might work. These are little embroidery scissors, but they're very sharp. And that might work too. There we go. Yeah. There we go. So I got a little spider web there. We got a little bit of schmutzing there. Where's my mono? We will erase. And then we need a bat. A bat. Come here, Dracula. Now, I think I'm going to make him go this way. Oh, he's so cute. This card is adorable. Okay. I really am happy with it. Down here, down here. Ah! And there we go. Give me a second. Let me clear it and we'll look at all the cards. Hang on. All right, kids, we're going to make this short and sweet because my battery is saying, yeah, go ahead, push your luck. But I cleared the space up. I grabbed my spare mat so that way I didn't have to clean it. And so this is the kit. This is everything that came in the Joann's kit. You see, I saw it in the reveal. And these are just the 3 cards. It probably took me longer than they should have, but I have a ton of pieces cut out to make multiples of all of these. So, I mean, I'm pleased, and there's more to be done with it. This was just me, and it took me too long, and I'm tired, and there you go. But I am really pleased with these, and I love the kit. I'm really glad I got it. I love this background stamp, and I will promise you that I'm going to use it better. I'm going to use it the right way. Oh my God, I'm going to figure out hero. I don't get the many hero stuff, so I forget that you're not supposed to unmount them and you're supposed to do it this way, which I'm not a fan of. And yeah, there you go. It just is, people. But thanks a lot for hanging out here with this painful process of these cards. I have more coming. It was like so. It felt so good just sitting here and playing and talking to you guys as I went through this. And, you know, there will be more. I promise you. Okay, so thanks a lot for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this, laughed at me, cried with me, then please give me a thumbs up and drop me a note. And if you want to see more of their madness, and oh good Lord, there's so much more coming, then by all means subscribe and ding the bell and you know when I will be back. And meanwhile, I am going to finish cleaning up the mess because you should see all the stuff that I was looking for stuff and it's all piled on my bed. So if I plan on going to bed, I need to clear the bed first. So on that note, I'm going to leave you. So, but always remember that we're all a little mad here. And we all know how crazy I am. So come, let's all craft the madness together. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye.